Hello everyone, welcome back. And we're gonna keep doing continuous 5D positive and negative slope of the straight line. The first thing first, I'm introduce you guys a new word is called gradient. Actually slope as well. So we normally call the gradient quite often from now on. And then the slope is look different from the other different straight lines, and you're not gonna be always gonna get exactly same the straight line, but you can say the slope are different. Mm, so in that case, we can say all this left hand side is always from the bottom left to the top right. This is all is a positive slope, which is a positive gradient. And remember, always rising from the left to the right. And another one, which is from a negative slope, which is always from the top left to the bottom right. So this is always falling, always from the left to the right. And it's negative slope, which is negative gradient. We're gonna calculating the slope. So um, as long as we know how we're going to calculate the straight lines, and we're going to try to set up our gradient is. So slope of the straight line, or we call gradient of the straight line, we always want to say this is positive or negative first. And as I say, look at this straight line. It's from bottom left to the right, to the top right, which is this positive. And if up by distance, if we call up by distance, it's called rising. Yeah, rise and wrong. Wrong means the cross by the distance, which is we can say in here. And that looks like a triangle, right? So that looks like a triangle. But the thing is, we don't calculate triangle here. So slope, which is calculate the gradient, m is a gradient, is equal to rise and wrong. Rise over wrong. Yep. So remember this into your bound reference because we're actually gonna using that a lot. All right, let's gonna do a quick examples. As long as you have 2 points, and we're gonna draw in the 2 points straight away, so we can say, here is my 2 points. Here is my 2 points, y and x. So the first point is 1. That's not. Sorry, 1 and 4. Yeah, the second point is 4 and 8. Okay, perfect. Now we connect those 2 points. Now what we do is we're gonna find in the rising and wrong. Yeah. So let's have a look. This one is 4, 8. That means x, that means y. This is 1, 4. That means x, that means y. Okay, so let's have a look. Rise, wrong. Okay. Now, slope means rise over wrong. So can anyone say the rising? It's from 4 to 8. What's the number? 8 minus 4. What's the units between 8 to 4? So 4 to 8. It's 4. And also another thing is, what's the unit between from 1 to 4? It's a 3, right? So hopefully that makes sense to you. So it's a 3. So we can say it's 8 minus 4 and 4 minus 1. So that equal to 4 over 3. Yeah. So that's a slope. We can change to the decimals, which is 1.33 and recurrence. So I just keep going, but that's the meaning from those 2 points. Yeah. And another one, let's show you guys a negative sign looks like. So now what we do is start with a graph. Yep. So y and x, so we know is. So start 0, 10. So this is 10. That's the first point. And second point is 4, 2, 2, and 4. So that's the second point. So what we do is rising and wrong. That's not a straight line. Come on, man. There you go. Now what we do is we can say rising and wrong. So slope equal to rise over wrong. So that equal to from 10 to 2. So we can say we always start from the so we start from a 10 to 2. So what we do is, because the rising over wrong is not this way anymore, so we change to become this way. So rising over wrong. So rise and wrong. So we can say the rise is going to this end and this one going to that end. So first thing first, rise equal to the new number 2 minus 10. And wrong equal to 4 minus 0. So that equal to negative 8 over 4. That equal to negative 2. So this is how that works. So because they're falling, can you see this falling? Yeah. So that's why it's a negative. And another thing I want you guys to remember, if I had a slope is 0, that means a horizontal line. But if you say it's a vertical line parallel to y-axis, that means undefined. Okay, so there's no undefined. Please make sure write this one to your band reference. Okay. Yes. Okay, that's will be all. That will be all. So hopefully that all makes sense, and I'll see you guys in 5E.